especially to you, sir. In this video, we will be discussing about the intercultural communication, which explores the significance and impact of effective communication across cultures in globalized world. But before anything else, let us know what is intercultural communication is essential for meaningful engagement in our diverse world. It encompasses not just language, skills, but also the ability to understand and respect different cultural perspectives, paving the way for successful interaction in various contexts. So, meaning, intercultural communication, it is the process of communicating and interacting with people who have different cultures, beliefs, traditions, and way of life. And also, it is the bridge that connects people despite their differences, helping prevent misunderstanding and strengthen respect and unity. So that was intercultural communication. Now, let us have the definition and scope. Intercultural communication is a core pillar of the OECD Global Competence Framework and is defined as the ability to engage in open, appropriate, and effective interaction with people from different cultural backgrounds. It is not merely a linguistic skills, but a multi-dimensional capacity that combines knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values to successfully navigate local, global, and intercultural situations. So, as what I've said earlier, it is the process of communicating and interacting the other people who have different cultures, religions, and beliefs. Kapag sa intercultural communication kasi, ito yung proseso kung paano ka makikipag-communicate for you to understand their culture and for you to respect their culture. So that was intercultural communication. Tinutulungan yung isang tao na kilalanin yung ibang tao na may iba't ibang kultura or mga tradisyon at paniniwala upang magkakaroon ng respetuhan sa bawat isa. Yun yung intercultural communication. Now, there are importance of intercultural communication. First, we have the fostering social harmony. Intercultural communication plays a crucial role in fostering social harmony by helping individuals recognize and challenge biases, thereby promoting coexistence and understanding across diverse communities. So, in fostering social harmony, it encourages peaceful, respectful and cooperative relationships among people in society, especially to those from different cultures, diba? Yung mga iba-ibang yung may iba-ibang backgrounds and beliefs, nangangailangan talaga sila ng respeto. Yun yung fostering social harmony. You need to encourage peaceful, respectful, and cooperative relationships between to you and them. Next, we have preparing for the modern workforce. In the modern workforce, intercultural communication is essential as employers seek individuals who can collaborate effectively in diverse teams and adapt to various cultural environments. So, here, pine-prepare yung mga individuals, most especially, let's say for instance, one of the example is the OFW, in which they will involve or they will go to other countries in which yung ibang country na yun ay may iba-iba rin paniniwala at saka kultura. So in that way, that person na magiging OFW or gusto niyang maging OFW, she or he needs to study or to learn. She needs to prepare her nangangailangan siya ng preparasyon upang bago pumunta doon kasi nga hindi basta-basta yung basta-basta ka na lang na pumupunta doon without knowing na iba-iba yung kultura, di ba? Kasi nga nagkakaroon ng mga kumbaga tinatawag nila mga misunderstanding, ingon ana. So, you need to understand muna sa kanilang kultura upang maging prepare ka kapag nandun ka na. Hindi ka na baguhan, kumbaga. Maaari mo na, or you can respect na their culture. Kasi nga, naiintindihan mo na sila kasi nga, nag-study ka na ng advance sa kanila. So that was preparing for the modern workforce. Adapt to various cultural environments, collaborate effectively in diverse teams. Next. Navigating the digital world. As interactions increasingly occur in digital spaces, intercultural communication equips individuals with the skills to express themselves responsibly and navigate media representations critically. So in today's generation, many of our interactions happen online, di ba? One of those mga gibalik-balik na mga sayings is that think before you click. Most especially in posting or commenting sa social media. Di ba? Maraming apektado sa kung ano-ano man yan, if kino-comment mo or if pino-post mo, you need to think it before you post it or comment it. And also, you need to avoid offensive or culturally insensitive words. Kasi nga, hindi mo alam kung saan darating yung post mo. Maraming pwedeng maraming mga insensitive words na makakaapekto sa iba-iba yung sa ibang culture. Not believing everything you see online immediately. So that also can affect you. Diba? Kung mutuo ka diretso, like for instance, kanang mga scam, diba? Sometimes maka-receive ka og link din, maingon tara rito ang nanalo ka ng wala ba diha 1 million baka ha. Tapos mo believe din ka ana din opinion na nimo ang link then automatically ma-hack mo ang account, di ba? So kinsa may luoy ana ikaw nga nagpahala-halara. So you need to think before you click jud in any kind of aspects. Not just on posting or commenting but also you yourself, you need to be aware sa kung unsa man ang pwede na mahitabo. So that was navigating the digital world. Supporting global sustainability. Intercultural communication supports global sustainability by fostering a collective sense of responsibility towards social justice and environmental challenges, aligning with global development goals. So global sustainability means meeting the needs of people today without harming the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So when people from different cultures understand and respect each other, it feels not just for their own, di ba? It feels not just for their own community, but for the world. So kung meron ka lang pagmamahal sa iba, for instance, yung pagre-respeto mo sa ibang culture or tradition, it is not just nagpapakita ka ng hindi lang pagmamahal sa iyong sarili or sa iyong community, kundi nagpapakita ka ng pagmamahal sa entire world. So, it is important to have the supporting global sustainability kasi nga, in this way, magkakaroon kayo ng peace. Nag-i-exist dito si peace. No? Sinasabi dito na social justice, a collective sense of responsibility towards social justice, environmental challenges, yun. So if you as a individual, you need to have those responsibility nga mo respeto or have the responsibility nga kana cooperative gali ka in ano. That was supporting global sustainability is. Next. Yes, those are the overview of mga importance. Like, marami ito siya mga meaning lang nila, main meaning. Now, naay mga breakdown meaning din ani nila. And the first one is fostering social harmony. Challenging biases. Challenging biases. It encourages individuals to critically examine their preconceived notions and stereotypes, fostering empathy and understanding toward different cultures. So here, in challenging biases, nag-i-encourage ito ng mga critical examine through stereotypes, fostering empathy, no, understanding pagsabot sa uban cultures. Gaya nga ng one of the example in this part is that the LGBTQIA+, for instance, this community have the LGBTQIA+ persons, and this community doesn't have any people na part of the LGBT. So there's a possibility na magkakaroon ng weak judgment sa mga tao na part of LGBT. Kasi nga, masasabi nila na, uy, wala, pwede di ay na siya, pwede di ay mag-partner si babae, ito babae, si lalaki na lalaki na. So nagkakaroon ng mga biases. Diba? So, need natin na maiintindihan yung different culture para maiwasan yung mga biases or magkakaroon ng mga understanding. So, sa ibang kultura. Yun yung pinapahiwatig or yun yung challenging biases. Next, we have the peaceful coexistence. Promoting a culture of respect and curiosity allows individuals from various backgrounds to live together harmoniously, enriching communities through shared experiences. So, meaning, paulit-ulit na sinasabi ko kanina na, paulit-ulit na sinasabi na by respecting other culture, the result will be peace, di ba? Magkakaroon ng mga harmonious living kapag naiintindihan mo na yung other culture. Sinasabi rin dito na enriching communities through shared experiences. So, kung nagpapalitan kayo ng mga experiences, mas lalong naiintindihan mo at mas lalong maiintindihan din niya yung traditions mo at mga paniniwala, mga beliefs mo. Yan yung peaceful coexistence. Magkakaroon talaga ng peace kapag mas naiintindihan mo na yung ibang kultura. Ganun. Next, we have the conflict resolution. Equipping individuals with the skills to understand and navigate differences leads to effective conflict resolution, paving the way for collaborative solutions and reduced frictions. So, meaning, conflict resolution, it is the process of solving disagreements, no, in a peaceful and respectful way. Instead of reacting negatively, intercultural communication teach people to listen carefully, no? Kung mas maririnig natin yung sides nila at mga iba't ibang paniniwala nila, mas naiintindihan or mas nagkakaroon ng peace, no? Try to understand the other person's perspective. Avoid quick judgment. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina sa example ko na all about LGBT, na kapag mas naiintindihan na niya yung ganyang bagay na nag-i-exist na talaga si LGBT, wala na mangyayaring judgment. Yan yung conflict resolution. Next, we have for the next importance, it is breakdown into two. First, the diverse collaboration. Modern employers prioritize graduates who possess the ability to collaborate in diverse teams, recognizing that effective teamwork is essential in today's globalized work environment. These skills not only enhances workplace productivity, but also fosters innovative thinking by bringing together a varied perspective. So being a diverse collaborator means you aren't just a passenger, but you are bridge builder who knows how to synthesize different ideas into a single superior solution. So no, hindi ka lang passenger, you're the bridge builder para magkakaroon kayo na superior solution sa kung ano mang bagay ang inyong mga hinaharap. Yan yung diverse collaboration. These skills, as sabi dito na recognizing that effective teamwork is essential in today's globalized work environment. Diba? We all know that teamwork is the way para ma-success. Kasi kung walang teamwork, wala talagang success na mangyayari. Yeah, yun na yun. Diverse collaboration. As simple as that. Very understandable naman siya kayo. Next, we have global adaptability. Cultural openness is critical in today's labor market, which spans global boundaries. Individuals equipped with this adaptability can understand and engage with different cultural perspectives, making them attractive candidates for employers looking to build a globally competent workforce. So, cultural openness, no? Ang sinasabi ko kanina, yung yung example na OFW na need na i-prepare yung sarili niya, yung mga OFW need nilang i-prepare yung sarili nila to face the different traditions and cultures of other country. Hindi basta-basta dili gani basta-basta nga mo face ka sa ilaha without ever knowing what are their cultures, traditions, and beliefs. Kaya na possibilities nga maka-harm ka sa ila, maka-assaulti ka mga sensitive words nga dili nila ganahan, but sa imo ha okay ra. So, in that way, makasakit ka o tao. So, you need to be adaptable. Muna na gani. Need ka nga mo adapt sa ilahang culture, and also need din mo sila respetuon. Next, navigating the digital world. First, we have the responsible expression. Intercultural communication equips students to navigate the complexities of digital interactions, promoting responsible expression in diverse online environments. These fosters respectful dialogue and understanding among individuals from various cultural backgrounds and interconnected digital spaces. So, ibalik ko itong game kaganina nga quote nga think before you click. Kaya mostly suited man siya din niya in terms of digital interactions. Yes, you need to think before you click. And in digital interactions naman, if you have those friends, may mga afa, may mga anak, you need also to understand kung unsa ang ilahang unsa ang bawal nga istorya dapat sa ila or kung unsa ang makaharm sa ilaha. Kaya di ba, ginabalik-balik na siya nga makaharm jud ka kung magpahala-hala ka kung dili mo i-understand ang ilahang way of living. Yes. This fosters respectful dialogue and understanding among individuals from various cultural backgrounds and interconnected digital spaces. So yun na yun. You need to understand para makabalo ka ba kung sa imo mga dapat buhaton o mga dili dapat buhaton. Responsible expression. Media literacy is crucial in today's interconnected world, helping young individuals critically analyze and interpret media messages. It enables them to recognize stereotypes and biases, fostering a more nuanced understanding of diverse cultures and promoting respectful dialogue. So you need also to understand kung ano yung paniniwalaan mo or kung unsa man ang imuhang dili tuuhan. Kaya there's a lot of scams na karon yung mga mahitabo, especially in media, di ba? One also of the example is mga kapa-kapa, mga forex, nga na gani sa una kay, di ba? Most of you knows there's a lot of victims ato, and most especially those victims nga dagkong ginangilahang mga gipang hatag or mga gipang taya pa din gipang butang. So tungod kinagpahala-hala naman without even knowing kung unsa ang resulta. Yes, napiktuhan mi sila taman. So inana need di mo siyang i-understand o hindi mo siya sabton for you to be safe sa mga butang nga o unsa ba din ha, ang mga negative nga butang nga mahitabo. Yeah, that was major literacy. You need to be aware sa tanan-tanan. Next, supporting global sustainability. There are also two nga mga under aniniya. First, we have the collective well-being. Intercultural communication fosters a sense of shared responsibility among individuals, urging them to collaborate in addressing pressing global challenges such as social justice and environmental sustainability. This collective approach is essential for creating more equitable world. So, balik-balik ng gihapon siya, pressing global challenges such as social justice and environmental sustainability. Diba? Ginapromote sa social justice ang equality, mga different, mga diverse nga mga kuan, mga persons, yung ana. So, naagi ako diri always give si respect nga naa permit. And environmental sustainability, mga global challenges, diba? Kung naalang din mo yung respeto, masabtan lang gini yung usag-usa, you have the power or you have the way nga masulbad ng dali. Kay nga naman, pwede man makatabang sa uban nga country, pwede ko sila makatabang sa ato ang country. Nga na siya, ka-important siya ang pagrespeto or pag-understand sa different culture. So that was collective well-being. That was, collective well-being. Next, we have the SDG alignment. Sa intercultural communication is siyang alignment. Intercultural communication plays a vital role in achieving Sustainable Development Goal 4, or the SDG 4, by promoting inclusive and equitable quality for education for all. It encourages the understanding of diverse perspectives, making education more accessible and relevant to different cultural contexts. So, think of this way, diba? This SDG 4 is the goal, no? Better schools for everyone. We all know that. And intercultural communication as the tool we use to build the schools so that every student, no matter where they are from, feels seen and understood. Diba? SDG 4, or highlighting the quality education. It is showcasing education for all. No one should left behind. So in intercultural communication, dako kay siyang impact or tabang sa our alignment sa SDG 4, which is ang quality education, tungod kay kana gani, di ba there are some cases karon nga na mga ubang country nga iskwela diri sa Pilipinas, and also there are also Filipinos or Filipinas nga nag-eskwela dito sa ubang country. Mura ba siya kana bitaw? They are learning dito ang mga taga dito they are learning po din sa Philippines. Also, nag-ingon din ang promoting inclusive education, quality education for all, and also it encourages understanding of diverse perspectives. Yes, maiintindihan talaga nila yung mga perspectives ng Filipino, or maiintindihan na natin kung nagkuhan mo dito sa ilaha, yung mga perspective nila doon. And in that way, mura ba siya, kung mas lalong maiintindihan, mas lalong marirespeto. Ingon ana. Making education more accessible and relevant to different cultural contexts. So again and again, education is for all. No? Di dapat siya ikadalo. Ingon ana siya. Kasi nga, no one should left behind sa education. And next, we have the conclusion and key takeaways. Intercultural communication plays a vital role across various aspects of society. By fostering social harmony, it helps individuals challenge biases, promotes peaceful coexistence, and facilitates conflict resolution in the workforce. It enhances collaboration and global adaptability. Furthermore, it empowers individuals to navigate the digital landscape responsibly and supports collective well-being and sustainability efforts globally. So all in all, intercultural communication is vital for us to understand the people who have different traditions, beliefs, and culture, and for us to live harmoniously and peacefully by understanding those, by respecting those different people nga na ay mga different cultures, traditions, and beliefs. So, that would be all sa ako ang part, and thank you for listening. I hope you understand something.